Good morning, Sudarshan Reddy Gudur. Magic, magnesium, zinc, silicon, effect on the chilies, bangans, papaya, and mango and jade mamadi. Zinc prevents all the viral and bacterial infections and downy and the leaf diseases, that is murta, even Gemini virus. Absolutely, when there is less or no zinc in the crops, then these disease attacks the crops. How zinc becomes deficient in the crops? Moreover, first, farmers not using zinc regularly to the every crop. Moreover, when they use phosphate fertilizer directly to the land, that phosphate hardness of the its chemical hardness of the phosphate neutralizes zinc in the land. Second thing, so I recommend all the farmers not to use directly phosphate direct to the land. They have to. I request all the farmers never use complex fertilizers. Always try to use super phosphate, that is to mix in the fertilizer, organic fertilizer, and for 10-15 days. Then the chemical nature of the phosphate decreases. Then it never damages the zinc and other nutrients. Second one, farmers, foolish agriculture doctor are recommending 1717 or 19 spraying. That when phosphate is sprayed and the even leaves, magnesium becomes neutralizer to the neutralizer in the crops. When magnesium, when not magnesium but zinc neutralizer, when zinc is neutralizes all the viral disease attacks the crops. That agamurta also attacks the crops. So phosphate should not be added and the crop period should not be sprayed on the crops. That's first thing. Farmers should develop these seedlings from the with sufficient of magnesium, sufficient of zinc and magnesium also. Then strong resistance develops in the crop. So farmers should maintain the magnesium sufficiency in the crop to the end of the crop. Then no leaf diseases, no viral diseases, no Akamurtha disease attacks the crops. So farmers has to add the zinc in the crops, and he has to spray when there is necessary, when he feels that the zinc is deficient in the crops. Zinc also becomes deficient or becomes when in heavy rains. Heavy rains in the heavy rains, plant did not absorb all the nutrients, even micronutrients and macronutrients, because to the heaviness of the water in the crop. Rain itself means 0 degrees water. For last 4 5 years, 2 3 years, in rainy season, some area rains are falling very very heavily, and so in that areas chilies are not developing. Gemini virus attacking the chili crops. When any virus attacks the crops, it damages the plant period for at least 1 month. Even if you spray any strong medicines, even if you spray zinc and magnesium, if a plant cannot be recovered, farmers cannot get crops. So all the farmers, I request all farmers, you should know that when zinc and other micronutrients becomes deficient in the crops, then they have to spray all the micronutrients. Then no disease attack the crops. When you spray magnesium and zinc to the crops, very very rich, very high flowering effect on the crops. Very very rich crops also affect on the crop. Crop will be very very long and very very best in quality. The pulp develops very very in heavy quantity in the chilies. When magnesium affects the increase of the color of the any plant. White, yellow, green vegetable becomes very very green. Brinjal becomes very very violet, and red flowers and fruits and even red chilies also becomes very very red. It is the best. It is the super quality of the magnesium. Silicon and magnesium makes the silicon cell wall very very stronger. There are no fungal diseases, no viral diseases, no nut borer attacks the crops. Magnesium sufficient prevents all the fungus diseases of the crops, even on the powdery disease of the crop. Even it decreases the military worm and green nut borer worms, 100%. But magnesium can't prevent rose color insects, nut borer in the cotton, in the brinjal, in the chikudu, and even in the guava. So only silicon prevents it. Honorable Padma Shri Venkareddy sir showed a special method to prevent brinjal nut borer disease 100% in the brinjal. As his method to is that spray subsoil or 1.5 to 2 feet below soil, dissolve the 1 to 2 buckets of soil in the 100 bits, 200 bits of liter. Then after stagnant of the mud, the upper water should be sprayed on the brinjal. Then 100% nut borer will be, that is rose color nut borer will be prevented in the wood. I think this method, as I have said, direct silicon. I said many methods. You can see them. This direct silicon spray also prevents all the rose color insects in the cotton also. Of course, magnesium prevents many military worm and green worms. The silicon prevents the rose color nut borer worm. In summer, we cannot get chilies because to the heavy temperature of the sun. Our scientists do ignorant of that. What is the problem? Why these chilies are not produced in the summer? That is in 45 degrees in summer. If you spray zinc and magnesium and boron, you can get as much as good crop as in the winter when you get the winter. More quality, best quality will be yielded if you spray zinc and magnesium in the summer also. Brinjals not be available in the November and October due to heavy rains. But if you spray zinc, magnesium and silicon, you can get enough, sufficient or more crop in the November, December, October, November also. Papaya. There is the only big problem in papaya is that the leaf diseases, that is yellowing of the leaf and the akumurta. There are 2-3 types of leaf diseases. Farmers should grow the papaya seedlings even from the in the germination period. Farmers should add sufficient zinc to the crop. As I am said in the chilies, papaya zinc mineral should not become less in the crop throughout the crop period. Then no leaf disease attack the papaya leaves also. Excess urea and even excess magnesium also affects leaf disease in the crop, in the papaya crops. From the germination to flowering state, farmers has to use only zinc or very very less quantity of magnesium. At the flowering stage, farmers has to use 2 times zinc sulfate, only 1 times magnesium sulfate. Then you will get very 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 good crop, very great good papaya. Papaya fruits becomes very very bigger, very very hard and very very tasteful. It prevents all the nut borer, prevents all the fungus disease also, even in leaf disease also. Millibug attacks the papaya leaves. If you add the zinc sulfate on the ground or spray, immediately all the white millibug drops from the papaya crop. I request all the farmers to follow my magic agriculture theories and theories. You never need any insecticide. You never lost any crop loss. You never get a crop loss. Moreover, you will give very very nutrient rich crops to the farmer, the public. Jai Hind.